starts this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I'm sure the play is complex, but it doesn't involve the official also throwing a flag in the middle of it. 1st and 25. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Baldwin.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot.
He's looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This is a 3rd and long.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Texans! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Gonzalez. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Now on first down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And they finally get him to the ground.
Super Bowl and thought it was
Defense not exactly
third down. I wasn't even paying attention.
The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Slams it ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 4th and goal.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Just ran that up the gut.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Snap it to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There we go, fellas. Lock in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Watkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
It look like Vince Young.
Will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
You got to get some kind of run game going.
They just got to
His pass rush is too stout for me to just throw it
to the ground
on repeat. Get there.
Pulled down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside.
All right, now let's punch one in.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south.
I hate when you get caught up on somebody.
And you could tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it.
It's been a minute since I've been in
not
this
dirty, not
straight
cheap
up
shots,
offense,
but
so
ending
it's
plays when I can be physical and
taking
really
me
make
some
him feel
getting used to
that'll always bode well
in terms of finding plays and whatnot.
Some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down.
But he's trying.
Lose a yard on that one.
He's trying. I got to give him that.
Play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Still on his feet.
I was spamming R3. Wouldn't let me throw it.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
Number 16 on the field goal.
And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game
He's running on 0 flat.
for some time. They're up 14 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
First and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this run.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice,
Man, I was expecting that, and I got blocked immediately. My first step was to the right, and I got scooped up quick.
Always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's
Where in the
Schmidt.
world is my two
And the
sitting at,
Longhorns
man?
brought to
Why
the
aren't you
ground,
there?
but not before picking up the first.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Staple of the F-Twins.
Smashes through. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Oh, come on.
Nifty little
You've got
dance
to be
step.
kidding me.
They ripped off a big one, and they get
I
it
shot
down
straight
to the
after that. I
27.
knew it was a fake.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for
Oh,
a time
man.
on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes.
Bro,
Touchdown,
what is happening with my tackles?
Longhorns. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Why in the world
And the extra point will tack another
do they
one onto
have
this
repellent
lead.
on?
So it's an 80-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
14, TCU, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Gonzalez.
Man.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And back to the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they grab it in the end zone. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin.
Oh, man.
And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important
No, they're not
for
rated
offenses
great.
to want to keep third downs managed, but the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake.
There we
The
go.
freshman
Dude,
able to get home with the sack.
surprised he didn't break that
I
tackle.
think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of
Nah,
the
shouldn't
third
be running.
quarter,
This team
they
can't
get
run
a
it.
sack. That is good news for this
Not
team.
against all the speed he has. Let me just see if I got some audible set here.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Watkins. Looking for his man. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to
overpowered,
lose the yard on
man.
that one.
It's
It's looking like they're going
overpowered.
to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The give to the back.
Oh, don't switch
Still
off.
under by the defense.
Don't switch
How
off.
about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field
Just
position.
gonna take the
Just they
points.
bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made.
All right, man. I gotta watch out for the streets.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Watkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Bad gamble.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch.
Hoping the pressure would get there.
The job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that
Tried to
safety,
play the pass with
and
the
that allowed
blitz.
his receiver more room to work his route.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
There we go.
Not much running
Lock
room.
in,
He's got
lock in,
one
lock
down
in.
to the 12.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Looking for
I tried to dive. Jump.
Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing
And then
game, and
jump.
they've got it down to the 3.
They delay
I like
there.
what the quarterback did to
Tight end,
finish there.
wherever that
Buys
was.
a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback,
Yeah,
you
he
really
diving
understand
crazy.
you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like you did right now.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown,
Actually, the wrong
Texas.
defense.
Lining
I
up to
noticed
tack
when I
one
saw
more
that gap,
run
I
in
was
that
like,
lead.
oh, shoot. That's why I was trying to stop
And
that
with
gap
the
right
extra
there.
point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Got to be able to stop jet sweeps.
What kind of field position can he
Bro, what
hit
the-
with on the return? And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
I don't know which one of these guys is which.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Always good to get points on a
Timeout.
drive, David, but chip shot
Real
field
slow.
goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Wiggles free.
Throw it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Threw
And
it twice.
It's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful.
There and
That's
then
the
there.
5th
Like, I was
sack
throwing it, and
they
then
have
I was
given
trying to
up.
throw
The
it again.
offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. It's complete. just steamrolling the defense.
Get what we
They bring it
can.
down,
Get
but a
what we
solid
can.
pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen,
Captain
he's a
Bigums.
running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback touch pass on the jet
I just
sweep.
threw my
Nice
guy
move to keep
completely
moving.
to the ground.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the
Dang.
31 and a fresh set of downs.
Joker's getting
It's so
manhandled.
hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the
Pressure
pass.
is
It's
crazy.
incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Offense gets set for second down. On the move. Got the first down and more. Good
Take any
run on the
unnecessary.
play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Keep your
You
hits
know, you talk so much
to a
about
minimum.
QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated a...
Hang it.
And it's
Get it
picked
out
off.
there. Get it up. Get it up. Get it up.
The 40. And he was looking for the pick six.
It was a little slow.
For getting it inside the 30.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young
He must
man
have
is
a
never
slow
going
throw
to
power.
forget. His
But he didn't throw it out
interception
either,
of the season.
is what
Great
I
job
expected.
reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
On first down, here comes this offense. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this
Trying to throw it
freshman.
to the sideline.
Texas 21, TCU 6.
Second down now as they're ready to
Oh,
go back
where did
to
I
work.
run?
Dropping back, it's Watkins. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
I knew that's what was coming.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that.
I hesitated to check which gap he was going to take. Had no help on the right.
16-yard run for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time,
He didn't
Jesse.
have
Yeah,
that.
and the coaches
We
did a
need
good
all the
job
help
with the
we can get.
sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And it's caught inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Fellas, get out there.
Gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. This is a design run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Coming up, fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Orch is way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
We just don't have the dogs.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All the ball down.
For the offense here, they're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Corner route.
Quarterback now on the run.
Out route.
Still
Don't throw it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big
play
key
under
football game. Like, I got to limit the damage
played
from that guy. Because that's a QB that's
under a lot
dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they
I knew he was dropping off. I should have stuck with my original thought.
I like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive.
I knew when he saw the halfback, he dropped, but I was like, let me get it to him quick, and I might be able to get something there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're trying to get to it.
Had
And
him.
he was
So I dropped back too
just
far.
as he released the pass
I
and
may
take
have
complete.
on that.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All the
Dude went
hits,
to
all
double
the
and just
sacks
completely
this
whiffed.
quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And it's
There we
gone
go.
inside the 15.
Got him in 2 one time.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Quarterback's a little rough,
And it
man.
took a
But
minute with the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half.
he can get him there every now and then.
This offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to start.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
what was that? Big fella sitting in the back of the end zone, wide
They
open.
need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now
Thanks.
you're set up in an
Good
opportunity
hit.
to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Timeout called
Just
there by
buying
the
one of these so
defense,
that way,
desperate to get the
if he
ball
does
back
takes a
and
knee, it
save as
should
much time as possible.
spin it all off because it knows I can't stop it 100%.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Cool beans. Not a bad outing.
They can stop the
In
clock
general,
a
like,
couple more times,
not
and they need
as
to
bad
get
as it
back
could have been.
fast, down 2
But
possessions as the clock
one
keeps
thing for
winding
sure,
down.
the front
Coaching cliche,
is
go
where
win every
it
week,
differs
and for the first week, they
completely.
get it done.
Great start to the
Like,
season. That's what you want. You want to come out
the
find
first
a way to
2
win.
touchdowns, I
Perfect?
think,
Absolutely not.
were
You're gonna
off
find
of
things
just
to work
completely
on throughout the
shrugged off
season.
tackles.
But 1-0, that's
It
what
was
you want.
ridiculous.
And I think if you're the coaching
So
staff of this winning team,
that's
you've
one
got
thing I
to like
noticed.
what you
Tackling
just
is
see.
not
First game
as
of the
good,
year, there was
but
tremendous
just the
effort
blocking,
on
just
the field.
there's
Guys
no way
flying around, flying to the
you can
football,
compete
trying to make the
if
plays
the blocking
necessary to win this game.
against a team like
Definitely made a
this,
few
if the
mistakes, but
blocking
that's what
is
practice
that
for.
poor.
If you're the coaching staff, I think you're
But,
very
you know,
positive
quarterback
right now.
did pretty good.
That's going to do it for us from here.
One
For Jesse
interception
Palmer,
I
Dave
threw.
Pollock, Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of
What was that one? I think, was that
EA
the lob
Sports
up? I
College
think it was just lobbing one up there. I forget it. But he played all right. Did pretty good. I know his rushing yards looked terrible, but that's because there was so many sacks. But he did have a few scampers that were pretty good. Had the one fumble that hurt, but he scooped it back up and got out the end zone. Saved us from a safety. Bigums did all right, but again, it's without clean lanes and stuff like that. It's hard. It's really hard to do. Sophomore was able to get out there. Get him a tutty. Should have had another one. I threw it a little bit late. Oh, that was the one. Yeah, that was when I got picked. It was a slot shot, not a really cover 2 hole, really, not a slot. And I threw it a little slow, and the safety got there. I should have just lobbed it, and the safety wouldn't have been able to get there. But I tried to gun it into the hole shot, and just missed. But gave up 4 sacks. It's always going to be tough if you're giving up that many sacks. Don't know this dude, freshman though. I like it. Balling. Sophomore. Oh yeah, I saw him in there, Tecklenburg. Had 5 tackles for a loss, only 1 sack, had the 2 interceptions. Had 2 pass deflections, guy and halfback. Azugwa. No fumble sports, no defense touchdown. Alright. Not a bad first outing. I got to get used to playing with just the Penn State playbook again because I've been using my custom for a while. So I got to get familiar with that. Just in terms of like scheme and calling something there. So let's take a look at who we have. We got Michigan next, which I think Michigan is Carson. I got to remember who's who. Got to figure that out because I know people have moved around. Yeah, nephew. All right. So I gotta play him next, and then my seasonal beat down from Beeman. I requested that one, so I always like playing Beeman because it's a tough, mental back and forth. So anyway, appreciate y'all joining. Catch you on the flip. GG's.